What's going on, everyone? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Thank you guys again for joining us live. Very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and go down the list and talk to you guys a little bit more about what it is that I see value in and just waiting for the confirmation before I take a position. Joining us live. Whoa. Very quickly, I'm going to go ahead and go down the list and talk to you guys a little bit more. My goodness. All right. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So I'm just following up with this certain stock. This is one um, that we talked about in our Sunday stock talk, and just depending on how it performed today, really determined what it is that we're going to do with this one. If we simply do a 10-day analysis, we could see that it had a previous support. As you can see, a support is where it plays, where the stock usually bounces at. So a previous support at around $10, resistance right around $11.25 to $11. Understanding that right now it's heading down during pre-market hours. This is this gray area right here. So what we're waiting for is, the RSI indicators oversold. We can see buyers here at 10.16, 10.17, a confirmation and a bounce. I want to wait for that upward trend. And with that form of indication, I think as a good day trade, we have the opportunity to get in anywhere from around like 120, and to be able to sell back at $11 offers anywhere from 7 to about almost 10% potential if we could sell back at its previous resistance that was just 1 day ago, or on Friday. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and set my alert, and depending on how it is that it opens, it has about 11 minutes until the market opens. Therefore, I want to make sure that I give it some cushion and give it some time for it to actually perform the way that we want it to, and we want to get that confirmation and that bounce before we actually get in. So I'm going to set my alerts and then continue going down the list. All right, so a couple people are asking questions about the for those that are part of the lesson library and the Learn, Plan, Profit, you should have received a confirmation email right after signing up. And if you didn't, then you should be able to have access to it. So again, the live chat and all that will start 30 minutes after the market opens. So right now it's 6:20. Market opens in 10 minutes, and then the live chat will start 30 minutes after that, so about 7 o'clock. If you guys could see, DGAS has a previous support at around $24, resistance at around 26 or 27. With that being said, it looks like it's already approaching the resistance. Again, keeping it very simple. We want to get that confirmation that it's hitting this and then seeing a downward trend. If we get that confirmation, then again, we take a position, or I'm going to take a position on UGAS. If it continues to break the resistance here and continues trending up, and obviously we know that DGAS is the one that is continuing to push up, and this is the one that's most likely going to be running today. TEVA, doing a one-day analysis, we could see that this one's kind of plateauing during pre-market hours. It is still holding above $15, which is what we wanted it to do. Again, came from the bounce of 1430, so it's now starting to show signs of an upward trend. If you guys remember or tuned in for our Sunday stock talk, this thing has continuously been coming down on a downward trend since it's hit its peak at $19.16. Now that it's holding above 15, as long as it continues to hold above 15, we have this margin to make up to $16, which is about 6.32%. So it just comes down to, for those that see value in TEVA and the performance, and to see if it could actually hold above $15. So let me go ahead and just, I'm not too interested in this one. CLSN trying to bounce at $4. Looks like it might be having somewhat of a resistance during pre-market hours. So it's actually up a little bit more than 10% during pre-market hours. Do you guys see that? Yep. Looks like it peaked out. This might be one with pretty decent volume. This could be one that can perform pretty well. Do you guys see that spread? Hits the resistance off the red VWAP, pulled back, kind of flatlined here at the purple, and then started seeing a downward trend, is now heading to the golden VWAP, which is closer to the support. So I think at market open, we could either get a little bit of pullback, maybe go a little bit under the golden VWAP, and then get a little confirmation of a bounce. So again, CLSN, definitely more of a day trade, not a swing trade, in my opinion. VHC, if you could see, pulled back all the way down to lows of 620, is now currently at its resistance, almost highs of 845. This one, the thing that I really don't like about this one is that it has very low volume. and it's pretty overextended. If we look at it in the 30-day analysis, we could see that it's coming from a very low point of 375, and that it's pretty overextended and most likely going to peak out there and then head back down. So it's doing all its movement during pre-market hours. Therefore, I don't really see the potential for this specific stock. Maybe if it makes like highs of day. So something that I'll do is I'll get, if it breaks above $9, then great, we know that it's running and probably volume is there to follow. But if not, then we simply don't have to do much with it. So looks like AEMD is still seeing a downward trend. Yeah, not too interested in that. This one's still flatlining right there at $28. If anything, it looks like now it's pulling back. J9, let's see what you guys have to say. I think I feel okay. I think you guys are asking just because of my voice. Um, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about kind of what's going on once everything gets all settled. As in, like, we go through the series of stocks. I just wanted to talk about a couple stocks, and then we can talk a little bit about how I'm doing. But everything's good. So something I like about ATRS is that the previous support is around 214. It looks like it's still trying to consolidate and hold above like 215. With that being said, if we can get the confirmation and break above EMA and break above 220, it starts trending back up, then we have the potential again. Resistance is first at 250, and then if we do end up breaking 250, looking at the like 5-day analysis, um, breaking above 250, then we can get a nice little technical breakout, possibly to $3, $3.50, because of all this margin that it has to make up realistically. I'm just trying to get ATRS at a pretty low point of $2, and if I can get in at a pretty low point and it starts trending back up, since it's such a low cap stock, as long as I'm getting it when it's seen an upward trend, and that's all really that I'm looking for. I just need to get that confirmation that it's not going to continue to depreciate. So right now we have buyers at 218, sellers at 224. Oh, I do want to give a shout out to one of our traders. He ended up holding Jill, I think, over the weekend. So this one has a huge margin. One of our traders called it out during what's it called? During our voice chat. And with that being said, it looks like now it broke above EMA and it's starting to trend back up. So that's a really solid sign. If you could see it pulled back, built its support at about $5 and started trending up. This is one that I day traded, but I did not end up swing trading. Just didn't want to go through all the risk. But with that being said, definitely is trending above EMA. Looks like it might be a little overbought. So we might experience a little bit of a pullback, but nothing crazy. I want to make sure that it continues trending up, but I do see this one to have a lot of potential long term, because of all this margin that it has to make up back up to like the $6 price point. So again, this Jill is definitely a gapper. It looks like NAK is a little overextended. It's already at pre-market, like at previous highs, which is around 220, 230. And then it usually pulls back throughout the entire day. So again, don't chase a stock. Keeping it very simple. It's, you can see based on its previous performance that it peaks out and then sees a downward trend throughout almost the entire day. That's definitely not something that you want to invest in, especially, not hold. We're not getting a lot of performance from ACRX, not a lot of volume either. So not too interested in this one at the moment. It just doesn't have the demand. What you guys have to say. RT, of course. Thank you. We can see that RT looks like right now during pre-market hours, it looks like it had an earnings report. Wow. Holy moly. That's the last time that it Looks like it's way overextended during pre-market hours. Previous highs is about 240. Looks like it's even up. Yeah, it's 237, 238. Support overall is like closer to that $2 price point. Well, that's pretty crazy. Looks like it's really starting to consolidate here. So what I'm going to do is if it breaks above 240, then we'll most likely see this thing continue to rally, meaning that it'll continue to see an upward trend. But if it doesn't, then again, this is not something that I want to invest in, especially, if it is so overextended during pre-market hours. It has a lot of potential for loss. I definitely don't want to ride it all the way down and lose 20%. So I think keeping it very simple, if it continues to rally, it'll break up 240 and we'll get that indicator and I'll let you guys know. But if not, then we simply won't trade it. Nothing crazy on that. So thank you again for the suggestion. Let's see. Roku is a little overextended. Looks like it's coming from lows of almost $1, a little bit less than $1. It's trying to build that support at $2, but it's not doing a very good job. I'm going to put my alert. If it goes above $2, then I know that it's trending up. If it doesn't go above $2, then I really don't care about the stock. It's most likely going to start trending back down to $1. HMNY, LBIX. We have 13 seconds until the market opens, team. I like that. It looks like it's kind of hitting a resistance, though. Opened. HMNY, I think it's too close to the resistance right now. $24 is the resistance, and we might see a little bit of a pullback. We could see that it might be a little bit oversold and overbought. I apologize. Ooh. If we could see XXII, all right. All my alerts are going off. I called this one out. If it broke above $3, then we're most likely going to continue that trend. And the trend that I saw was, if we do this 180-day analysis, we can see that it was just continuing that upward trend. I actually did not think that it was going to be able to do this, on the first day of the market open. So we're getting a little bit of a pullback. Here's the golden VWAP, and I think I'm finding myself a good entry point. Let me get my order ready. And then I'm going to make my way over to the TechBud Solutions live chat. Looks like we're probably going to try to find a support at around $3. I'm going to sell my swing trade. GoPro. Don't really care too much about it right now. There we go. So guys, look, there's a pullback for XXII. We can see that it's at golden VWAP. Something that I'm going to do is, again, keeping it very simple. There we go. If you guys can see, it's starting to consolidate right there at the golden VWAP. This is where I'm going to wait for the confirmation, just keeping it simple. Boom. There we go. And can I get a confirmation of it breaking $3? I want to make sure that I see not just got it on the pullback, but I like waiting for the bounce and for that upward trend. When I get that confirmation, I would feel much more comfortable getting in. So XXI has continuously been seeing signs of a downward trend, upward trend, long term. And I think just being able to buy it at the dip when it's still continuing its upward trend and being able to take advantage of that opportunity offers huge potential. So again, have not purchased it just yet. I want to make sure that I am confident with what it is that I'm doing, and I want to make sure. Looks like its previous resistance was about 297, most likely going to become its new support. And let's see what we can see. Let me get the 5-minute chart. There we go. Boom. All right, filled at $3. Again, did you guys see that? Waited for the bounce, waited for the confirmation. And then once we got that confirmation, there we go. All right, so we're already up 2%. And all right, guys, I'm going to end the live stream here just because I do have to join the Tech Bud Solutions main channel in the voice chat. I have to join them for about the next 20 minutes. With that being said, then I'm going to go on over and do our daily Q&A for the Learn Plan Profit. So if you guys are a part of that, be sure to tune on in for that. But other than that, I want to thank you guys again for your time. Continue working hard, continue following dreams, let your passion be what drives you in your success. And GoPro went, oh, perfect. Good thing I sold GoPro. And just continue investing in what it is that you see value in. If you don't see value in anything, then work a little bit more on building that foundation that you can build off of. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to that 1 minute chart and see what it is that we can see. Overall, what I did for XXII is I'm going to do a very quick breakdown. Has continuously been showing signs of an upward trend, was way overextended, pulled back. I wanted to wait for that indication that it was coming back up. Waited for it to break above $3. And intraday, so again, I just got a little bit closer. We could see that it hit highs of 330. That's pre-market highs. Pulled all the way back to the golden VWAP, buying the dip, waiting for the bounce, waiting for the break above $3, and waiting for that confirmation. So again, I didn't get in at the best price point, but I got in at a price point that I knew that it identified some form of support. That if it drops below, I can simply cut my losses if it goes below that, managing my risk at anywhere from about 1 to 2%. Again, my potential for profit being much greater than my potential for loss. Dang, GoPro is tanking. So we did a good job there locking it in for GoPro. And again, keep your eyes out on UGAS to see if we can get a confirmation bounce at $10.20. If it starts trending back up, this can be a good day trade as well. Like always, guys, if you guys want to take a look in the description, you guys can feel free to be a part of the lesson library. The mentorship is sold out. But other than that, you still have access to all the different lessons and can be part of session B for the mentorship program. Like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.